So yeah, we were just talking about Up and The Incredibles, and those are my favorite Pixar movies. Connor, what about you?
I would agree. I think Up is my favorite Pixar movie.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. It's a good movie.
Okay, now that you mention it, I can't remember any Pixar movies. But I guess I would rock with, is Toy Story Pixar?
Yes.
The first
Okay.
one, right?
The first one only?
I think it was. Well, I think Toy Story. The first one was
They're all
Pixar.
Pixar.
Oh, I mean,
They
it was
switched it.
Pixar's first film, right?
Oh.
Yes, I think it was.
There we go, with the OG.
I know there's a weird era where it's like Disney Pixar and then people would fight over which one had claim to which movies. But that was annoying. I think my favorite's definitely WALL-E. I'm a huge
WALL-E
I
is
forgot
good.
about that.
fan. Love space.
I'm
Yeah.
ready for that future.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Are they making WALL-E 2? Was that a rumor?
I don't think they're making WALL-E 2.
Okay, I thought I read something.
Well, WALL-E 2 would be too like happy. Like everything's just going from bad to good. It's just
Or
they
maybe
have
it's
some-
like they go back to Earth and it's what does WALL-E do now or something like that. It could happen.
it could happen
Potentially.
potentially.
I could see it.
Thank you. This is the Experience Podcast, episode 20, special edition. It is me and someone else.
And someone else. You want me to? I always wanted to say to someone else.
Well,
Usually
you just
Daniel
said
will
someone
introduce
else.
himself as someone else, and it's,
No, Daniel usually says it's me and someone else. I'm usually the someone else. You're the
and then
someone
he
else.
says and someone else and someone else.
Yeah, and you just did that.
Okay. Yeah, and so
Done.
and so the someone else's can
Yeah.
introduce themselves.
Okay, well, I am Macy. Excited to be here.
I'm Alex. Also excited.
And I thought it was episode 19.
It was. Well, I lied. So we recorded yesterday, also.
Oh, okay.
And then I forgot that like when you record something like beforehand, the number goes up by 1. So
Counting
this
is hard.
Counting is hard.
Yeah.
So this is episode 20
The previous
Yeah.
episode was with Peter and Daniel.
with Peter and me.
You were on that?
I was that one. I'm on the Experience Podcast. You don't know that?
I thought you weren't available.
No, I was.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
It's his cast. And also, you like lying is a very common theme. Because
Mhm.
I've
What
realized
is
your
your
name
name?
is not.
My name.
Yes.
How'd you know? How'd
I
you?
said. I think I spoiled it.
You spoiled it.
I still don't know.
It's Connor.
Oh, really?
Okay.
It's my actual
Yeah.
name. It's not Chad. That
Yes.
was.
That is confusing.
Yeah.
He likes to confuse people.
I know. Well, because usually you usually see someone like at a party, and you usually never see him again. So I just like make up a name. Sometimes it's been Chad lately.
I knew it wasn't
lot.
Chad.
Chad
I knew
wasn't
from the
Chad.
beginning.
Yeah.
He doesn't
Also,
look like Chad.
for the listeners, we met at a party.
We met at a yeah,
Halloween party.
a Halloween party.
Spooky.
It wasn't spooky.
Nah, they stole the blow up.
They did. So that was pretty spooky because that was like legally like not cool.
Yeah,
It was a great
But-
area.
I guess.
Yeah.
They had like 7 that they stole.
Yeah.
I overheard some conversation.
Well, we were in the conversation, but we weren't like talking to them. We were just kind of like standing there so we wouldn't get kicked out of the party.
Why would you get kicked out of the party?
I don't know, some people were looking at us in the
Right.
frat because we were just some random dudes that
Weren't in the frat.
weren't in the frat.
I see.
So
I don't have that problem because I'm not a random dude.
That's true.
Sad.
Well, as random dudes, it's a little bit harder to get into a party.
So how'd you get in that night?
We followed some
We
girls.
followed
and-
well,
yeah,
you
I
knew
said,
them. You
"We're-"
knew the
I knew
girls.
them. Yeah, and I was like, just we're with them, and they're like, oh, okay.
I also know someone in that frat, so we could have gotten in just fine. But it's fun to play risky.
Yeah, just give a fake name. What
Plus
What were you dressed up as?
I was a sexy cop.
It was
He
not.
wasn't-
It was a suit.
He was wearing a gold suit.
I was wearing my gold suit.
A shitty gold suit from Amazon.
It is not. It is a nice gold suit.
It's not. It's like made out of
Polyester.
So it's
It's
really.
nice. It's shiny. That one guy complimented us when we were walking back.
Yeah, we were walking back, and some guy's like, "Wow, real cool costume. What are you supposed to be?" And he said, "Sexy cop," really loudly.
Sexy cop really loudly.
And of course,
Not really loudly. It was normal
But
volume.
the actual cops, like GTPD, was right behind him.
Yeah, and
like,
he was
waiting
like,
for them to go.
Yeah.
So it's kind of awkward.
You thought you were like catcalling him.
yeah,
Sexy
yeah,
cop.
my sexy cop costume.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was mine. It's not really a costume. It's just because that was the only thing I had. So,
I feel like you could have come up with a better like name for that.
Willy Wonka was good.
Oh, okay. You could have just been the golden ticket.
Could have been the
That's
golden
true.
ticket.
That's
I didn't think about that.
That sounds much better.
Yeah. Next year. Next
Next
year, I would be
year?
the
Or
golden
you,
Wear it
ticket.
or you
again.
could just like paint your whole body gold and like just stand still in the middle of the party.
That's
and be
way
like,
That is a
better.
lot. That's
That's
a good
great
idea.
idea. When people come up to you, you just
Yeah.
like move.
And then people be like, "You're not in this frat. Can you leave?" And I'll be like, "I can't move."
I'm inanimate.
Uh huh.
I
I'm
mean,
gonna stay there for the whole party.
that's a good idea.
That's a good-
Actually,
what
that
is it?
requires some dedication.
Not really. Just
You have
stand
to-
there.
Paint your face gold. I feel like, I mean,
Pretty difficult.
I don't know. Getting
Is
like
that-
gold paint out of your face is kind of. It would take a long time. It would just be a process, and you have to put it on. You'd have to have someone put it on.
Someone put it because you can't put it on yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
No.
it just seems like a process. But if you're willing to go above and beyond, like those
Mhm.
people that actually do the costume for like money, you know what I'm talking about? Like,
Like on the street.
yeah, on the street, they just like stand
Oh,
still.
the statues, yeah.
Fake statues, human statues. You can be one of those guys.
Mhm. At a party.
Not an actual statue. You are a.
So
human
I'm like
statue.
pretending to be a statue.
Yes. No. You're pretending to be a human statue. One of those guys on the streets.
So I'm pretending to be one of those guys in the streets who's
Correct.
pretending to be
Correct.
a human statue or a real
Nope,
statue.
A real statue. That's maybe a statue of a human.
Okay.
If that makes sense.
I'm here for
That made
it.
yeah. That's next year.
That's next year. Okay.
Yeah.
I'd be willing to double. I'd be like a fake Statue of Liberty. If you
And I
if
will
we
be,
could just
like the new like Buddhist statue that they just made. That's the
which one? I don't know.
The new one.
Well, you have to go with the gold suit because you already have the gold suit.
oh, so it's got to be like I could be like a gold. I don't even know who it was. Buddha, I
Willy
guess.
Wonka.
I could be yeah,
You
Willy,
can just
Willy Wonka.
Gold Willy
Just
Wonka.
full
Yeah.
circle.
And
Mhm.
I'll be the Statue of Liberty.
Yeah.
What about you guys? What do you think?
Yeah.
you'll
What do you
be for
guys?
Halloween
What's your
next year?
next year Halloween
It's
plans?
a
Next year
361 days
Halloween.
away.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you already know.
Quick
We were kind of talking about this on the way over. We were just like, we both just like finished watching Chilling Adventures of Sabrina on Netflix, which is like
Sabrina the Teenage
Sabrina
Witch.
Teenage Witch, which is like
Okay.
dark.
Mhm.
But there's like these like triplet like witches, and they're like very much like my aesthetic. So like that's what I want to be.
Very creepy, good stuff.
But yeah.
Definitely witchy. Huge fan of witchy vibes.
My costume this year was really bad. I like tried to be a vampire, but I didn't really commit to it. So I just kind of wore black.
That was good. You had like the bite mark going on.
I did have a little
There's a
bite
like
mark.
and then some temporary tattoos.
Some temporary tattoos.
Yeah. Did you do anything else after you left?
No, not really. That was about it.
We went back.
Well, because I had class next morning at 8 a.m.
I had an exam the next day.
Really?
Yeah.
And you still okay?
Yeah, I went to Buckhead after that too.
Me
Oh,
too,
really?
me too.
Oh my gosh. Wait, where'd you go?
Well, I went to MJQ, which isn't Buckhead, but
Okay.
definitely did not go home at a reasonable hour.
Oh, same. I went to Lost Dog, and did I tell you about our Uber there?
No.
Emma called us the weirdest Uber ever. It was this dude, and we got in the car, and we were with Clarice, who's like the hottest person ever. Like
It's true,
everybody's
it's true.
super into Clarice, and I think that's why he was like being really creepy. And he goes, do you guys know what you are?" And we were like, "What?" He said, "You guys are head nurses." And we said, "Well, what does that mean?" He's like, "It means you like giving head, and I'm the head doctor." Which is like a really confusing statement because
the
I
Uber
don't
driver
know.
said that?
The Uber driver said that.
Huh. That's
Many
an
layers
interesting
to
one.
take.
There's a
that.
lot of like,
Because if he's the doctor, then he's in charge of telling you what to do, but you're not doing it to him.
but also doesn't mean that he is
So
better
he
at
needs to be
giving
the
head.
patient.
But if
That's
you're the
what-
head doctor, does that mean you're better at giving head than a head nurse,
Means
or does that mean?
And you had to pay a lot of money.
Yeah,
to
he
go
has a
through med
PhD
school.
in
Yeah.
giving
And
head.
giving head.
But yeah, I was just very confused by that. He had a really weird name too. I can't remember at the moment, but yeah, I hit Lost Dog. They were serving like burgers at Lost Dog.
Ooh, that's a key.
I got one. It was questionable meat. So I immediately
Oh,
left after
mystery
eating it. Mystery meat.
Mystery meat, always fun.
And then
Spooky.
I actually almost got in a fight at Lost Dog too.
Tell us about
Wow.
that, please.
Yeah, that's a good.
It was barely. Well, I was just like, I feel like there's like a point sometimes at nights where you're just like, I need to get home.
Mhm.
Like I don't care like what happens. I just like need to leave at this moment. So I was like at that phase, and so I just like left my group of friends, which is kind of my MO. And
Not good.
I was trying to leave. There's like one path to the door, and there were these girls in front of me, and they were like, kind of like stop and go. Like they would like not like commit to fully like walking.
Mm-hmm.
So I kind of just like gave a big shove, and I was like, if you're gonna move, you need to move. And then they started like cursing me out, and I just kind of like ran out and got into my Uber and came home.
Wow.
Wow.
Interesting.
So the lesson is to keep walking at a consistent pace.
Keep a path to the door.
Yeah. That's not good.
That's a solid. Yeah.
That's good. I mean, I don't know. I didn't. Yeah.
I'm still not over the Uber driver.
No,
saying
You're still
That-
thinking
that
about
was-
that? There's that
Yeah,
statement is
what?
just so confusing.
That's a
You don't
weird
say that to
one.
people. I mean,
He
I
did
guess
say
he-
that out of 1,200 Ubers, we were top 5. So maybe we handled that statement better than other Ubers have.
Yeah, maybe he's used that before.
Yeah.
It's like his go-to line with.
how well they receive it is
Yeah.
how well he likes that Uber or that
Mhm.
his.
Yeah, maybe he says that to every Uber, like just no matter who's in it.
Just to gauge.
Yeah, and he like
Just
ranks
to
them.
feel
Like,
the audience.
that was a good
And
response.
yeah, wow. And so, did you respond after that? Like, did you say, "Hey, please don't talk to me ever again"?
Mhm.
Or
As a-
did you give him 0 stars or?
I don't know. I didn't call the Uber, so I don't know how many stars. I'm trying to figure out his name though.
That's
so
not
I
like
can-
tippable. Like I feel like he would have to like tip you for saying that.
His
That's
name was
true.
Flintnor.
Flint
Flint-
Nor.
No way.
Flint Nor.
Flintnor, which is a very strange name. Yeah, that's the head doctor.
No.
Wow,
He said that.
he's the head doctor.
He really is.
That's kind of crazy.
No, yeah.
It's like an elf name.
Flint-
It
Yeah.
does.
Flintnor.
It doesn't
That,
sound- like, I don't
Flintnor
know-
the head doctor or Flintnor PhD.
PhD.
Dr. Flintnor, if you will.
Oh my goodness.
Like I don't even know what like nationality that is. Like what is Flintnor?
Elfin.
It's
Just
elfin.
yeah.
He's an
Yeah.
elfin.
He is an
He's
elf.
an elfin prince
Mm-hmm.
who became a doctor,
He became a doctor, a head doctor.
a head doctor.
Top of his class and giving head.
Very accomplished. You should respect that.
I would say.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Well,
Yeah.
our nights were a lot more tame. We didn't find any Uber drivers that were kind of creepy.
No.
You catcalled a cop.
We
I
called
catcalled a
them,
cop.
It
No.
happens.
Yeah.
Just
I was cat. Well, it was like a cat call, like triangle. Like they cat called me, I cat called the cop
on accident.
on accident,
Yes.
and then he was like, yeah,
Have you ever legitimately catcalled?
No.
no,
That's
Isn't
good to
that
hear.
Derogatory.
no.
It is
I
very
can't-
derogatory.
Maybe like ironically, I can't think of it if I have though. Because I feel like that's something I could have done.
I think it's something that happens in like Popeye cartoons and like really old cartoons where
Catcalling?
yeah, I mean it I don't think it's a thing that happens anymore. I mean I haven't seen it.
No, I haven't either. Is it? I
Right.
mean, we
You
wouldn't
guys
know. We don't get
Yeah.
catcalled.
Yeah.
It's a
So-
real
okay.
thing.
Really?
Yeah. I was walking at like 10 in the morning one time. And actually, it was earlier than that. It was like 8 in the morning because I was walking into like a rush thing. And I was wearing a skirt. And this guy, he just like honks. And he's like, he just gives me a little wave. And it was like a little much just because I was so tired. It was just literally the sun had just come up.
Yeah.
But that's not a good time. Like I feel like if there's like an opportune time to catcall,
Mhm.
like I think before noon, it's just like kind of like a no zone. It's just like I don't know.
It's too early for this shit.
Just
Yeah.
a blanket rule for guys. If you're going to catcall, please, just like
after
after
night.
12 p.m.
hmm Is it being called? Is it catcalled if you're a male?
I think males can be catcalled.
Okay, because I've been catcalled like on my runs because I run shirtless.
Really?
Yeah, it's only happened about
Really?
like 5 times. Yeah, usually because I run to Piedmont Park,
Mhm.
and that's where like the Rainbow Road is, which is your
I literally thought you were talking about Mario Kart for a
yes.
second.
Well, I don't know what it's actually called, but that intersection
I
where it
know
has
what
like
you
Yeah.
10th
Yeah.
and Piedmont.
and that's usually where it happens. It's usually some gay men who like call me delicious.
Is that
And-
10 a.m.? Or
It's
does
usually
it
not
happen
10. I don't run
before
at 10 a.m.
When do
It's
you
too
run?
early. I run like usually 5 p.m.
Oh,
It's just like happy hour.
It's like
Yeah.
happy hour.
Yeah.
They've had some drinks. They catcall me. It's like I don't know. I mean,
do,
I'm fine with
do they
it.
whistle? Is that,
They don't whistle.
okay, because in my mind, that's what a cat call is. It's like a
Oh,
right
okay.
from like a cartoon
Okay.
kind of thing.
I never had that happen.
Yeah,
I've never been
I don't
called
think that
delicious
happens
either.
No,
It's a bit forward.
that is a bit forward.
Yeah.
It was weird because it was at like an intersection. So I was like waiting at the road
Mhm.
with the rainbows.
There's some bars around there.
Yeah, and that's where it was. And like there was just like a group of men sitting in the bar, and they also like they kept complimenting my body, and, like saying you look nice, naked man. And so it was, I don't know, it was an experience.
The
It was the experience.
Oh my gosh, we're
Yeah.
doing it.
Podcast.
Full circle.
So
Wow.
that happens.
Well, I haven't been
I
catcalled.
haven't been catcalled.
Proud to report. Maybe I should go running.
You should go run. We can go running.
Shirtless.
Both get catcalled.
Yes. Okay.
We'll try it. I don't. I don't think I want to be like catcalled though. You know what I'm saying?
It didn't seem fun.
No, it's
It's
not
not.
that fun. I mean, it's like it like makes you feel good, but at the same time, it's like weird.
It's just creepy. I'm like
Yeah.
always just waiting for like someone to do it on Nav, like North Ave, like when I'm walking down, because I'm like ready just to like yell. I just
Go
want to like.
back?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. Sometimes I'm just like in a like I don't know. Sometimes I'm just
Angry.
ready to like tell someone to like fuck off.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm like I'm like always like prepared for it to happen. It
Yeah, sorry.
it's an occasional thing, but not really that often. I'll yell at like people I know sometimes on the
That's
street.
true. If I see someone I know like running, I'll be like, "Hey there." I don't know.
Really?
That's a good cat call.
That's a good
I can use
call.
that.
But
Like,
it's to
hey
your
there.
friends,
Hey
so
there.
it doesn't
Yeah.
have the same.
But then it's just hard sometimes because they don't know if it's you,
That's
And that
true.
just is
They
which
move
can
too
be
fast.
risky. And then they'll call you and be like, "Yeah, someone just like yelled at me," and you're like, "That was me.
Sorry.
I
Yeah.
apologize."
Mhm.
Usually on the way to MARTA, if I walk to MARTA, there's always people out. Because, like, you have to walk by, like, the Varsity and Goodfellas
Oh, yeah.
and the gas station.
Mhm.
There's always people just standing there. I'm like, this is fun.
That's my favorite part of living on North Ave, just the crackheads.
That's true.
It is.
they're always out.
Really? You got
Any
crackhead
hour of the
stories?
day.
Do you have any crackhead stories?
I don't really have any good crackhead stories. Well, actually, I used to work at the Starbucks like in Tech Square,
Mm-hmm.
and it wasn't like crackheads, but there was like a lot of homeless people who would like just like stay there all day. And I was like, one time I was like wiping like a surface down, and this guy was like, this is this homeless guy, and he's like super drunk, and he was just like, "Oh, my life would be so much better if you would just marry me."
Hmm.
So I did get a proposal.
Whoa. Was that
Um,
before 12 p.m.?
Yeah.
It was after
was-
12 p.m., so
Okay,
it
so
was
it's-
valid.
It's more reasonable.
Yeah. But yeah, that Starbucks actually sucks. But the weirdest thing I think ever happened there was like one time I was on the register and this guy came up and he was like, "Hey, like I have like, a question." And I was like, "What? Like what's up?" And he was like, "Could you like put this in the oven for me?" And he holds up like this tube of like half-eaten like raw cookie dough.
It's really
And I was like-
I won't lie.
No, like sorry, it's against health code. And he's like, "Oh," he was like very understanding about it. Like after he just like left. But I was just like, that's kind of like a lot to assume of me. That I
Yeah.
would just like do that.
Dude, what the heck?
Just to, like actively like walk into a restaurant and just like because you must have been like expecting like you'd be able to just put in the oven.
Just bring ingredients.
like-
and
like
there you
bring
go.
it as- have your raw cookie
going
dough.
down the restaurants.
And
And,
be like, hey, the Starbucks might be able to cook my cookies for me.
I wonder if he did hit all of those on that road, because there's a bunch of restaurants
Yeah.
there.
Oh yeah.
Just seeing who would do it.
would you do it for like $20 if he like slipped you $20? He's like,
I would
Make
get
his
fired,
cookies.
man.
That's
Okay.
$20.
$20. I mean, actually, that would be more than I made in like 3 hours working there. But I mean, probably not, just because I just can't deal with all that for minimum wage.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What is the difference between that Starbucks and the Starbucks Reserve? That's like in the fancy area.
So that Starbucks in Tech Square sucks.
Mhm.
I would encourage everyone to boycott it because I hate the management. It's terrible. It's like a licensed Starbucks, so it doesn't take like rewards, and
It
they
doesn't.
like
That's
it doesn't
I
take
learned that.
rewards. Yeah.
Bullshit.
But you can get free. The one nice thing about that one is you can get free refills like on like anything. Like you just bring in a receipt from that same day, even if you
Really?
like left. Yeah.
Wow.
Well, it's really like, God, to get into like the Starbucks policy, it's like iced coffee, iced tea lemonades, hot coffee. But like, yeah, you can get free refills. But my manager sucked there, and like all the managers at that like Barnes and Noble are just like awful. They're like terrible people.
Mm-hmm.
Like this one of my coworkers, like I'm saying like so many times, but he like made a sandwich for a customer and they left it behind, so he like ate it on his break, and they called GTPD on him and got him banned from campus for like theft.
Oh.
But yeah, at the Starbucks Reserve, I would encourage you to go there because that's an actual Starbucks. They take rewards. It's a reserve location, so I think they have like reserve coffees, like it's like these like special like blends that are like more like small batch, and I like those a lot more than like the regular like Starbucks stuff.
Because that's what I had to do. Because my mom, like, she goes to Starbucks and then lets me use the rewards because she knows I'm poor. And so, like, that's when I had to walk to. Like, it's just like so fancy in there.
That one's
Like, I didn't
better.
feel comfortable. It's like outside of like my like norm. So I was just
You
curious.
just
Like,
felt you didn't belong.
I felt like I didn't belong. Like the thing, it was like everything was like handwritten in chalk. Like, I was like, this place is nice.
Try going to an actual coffee house.
I went to a Starbucks Reserve in Seattle, and it was like massive. It was probably, I don't know, the size of like a huge restaurant, and they had like all the coffee beans were roasted there, and they had like a bunch of different options. Like they
Yeah.
had flights of iced coffee. It was just fancy.
Because that's where Starbucks is from, right?
Yeah.
Sam?
Yeah. Was it the first
It was
Starbucks?
the
I didn't go to the first Starbucks.
Okay.
that had like 200 people there,
Okay.
but the
like Pike
Starbucks
Place, I
Reserve
think.
was cool. Yeah,
Mhm.
Pikes.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
I've never been on the West Coast.
It's cool. It's cool. I don't think I could live there. I'm not a West Coast gal.
Really?
Is there a
Not even in
difference?
California?
Yeah. I mean, I like San Francisco. I applied for jobs there, but I don't know. It's weird. It's not the same as the East. I don't know how else to describe it because I'm not from the West Coast. People from the West Coast, I have a friend from LA and she always, like, she does things and you're like, okay, you're not from Georgia. It's very obvious, but I don't know.
Because I've never been to West Coast. Like, I don't know, like, the difference. Have I been? No, I haven't been to the West Coast. So, like, I don't, like, what's different about it?
Culture
Is it, like, the
It
culture,
is
but, like...
a culture thing. I don't know. At least in, like, Southern California, everyone's just, like, it seems like they're made of sunshine, but also sadness. And
Mhm.
here, they're just, like, not sunshine. I don't know.
It's just sadness here?
There's, like, other stuff. I don't know. Maybe, like, Coca-Cola, but,
Little
So
misogyny.
Coca-Cola and sadness
Yeah.
versus sunshine.
yeah.
We'll do a podcast. We'll fly to the West Coast
We'll fly to
we'll
the West
using
Coast.
our podcast money.
We have to make money off the
Very
podcast.
successful.
Did
Have
you
we?
get sponsored by Blue Apron?
Oh, we could.
Yes.
Shout out to Blue Apron, our first sponsor.
Our
of the
first
day.
sponsor of the podcast.
Whenever there's something that's sponsorable, we have to bring it up and,
Oh, okay.
and sponsor it anyway.
But
It's
they don't-
part of our clause. The institutes.
What's like their motto?
What?
Blue Apron.
Blue Apron?
You have to like have their slogan. That's what the one is.
Desirable cooking at your doorstep.
That was good. All right.
Is that
Blue
actually
Apron.
what it is?
No, I'm just
Oh.
I'm just making shit up.
It's just goofing.
I'm just goofing.
What is Blue Apron?
It's probably close to that.
No, what is Blue Apron?
Oh, it's like a you know, like Loot Crate, Loot Box. Yeah, Loot Crate. You know that one where they like
Oh, they
you
ship
pay
stuff
a
to you.
monthly subscription and they ship you like
Oh, so it's like
shit you don't
Schwann's kind of, but in a box.
Schwann's.
It's like they drive up like in a truck. It's like mail, but for food.
Yes, it's basically like
Okay.
that. It's they ship you ingredients and you make it yourself.
Are you looking up our sponsor?
Yes, I'm looking them up. Motto.
They don't actually have a motto.
There's like some copy.
Blue. It's like fresh ingredients, original recipes, delivered to your door.
Oh,
Use code experience.
Use the code
Yes.
/ the experience podcast
for 10% off,
for 10% off. Yep.
and use the Experience podcast for an extra 10%.
Yes.
Mhm.
But we haven't gotten sponsored yet. The way we make
No.
money off the podcast is we have a subscription package, like a tiered subscription package.
Like a
Yeah,
Patreon?
we have a Patreon.
Yeah.
Well, we don't have a Patreon, but we say we have a Patreon to make us look more professional.
Okay.
Yes.
And so, should we explain? We've explained the Patreon every single episode.
Have we?
Yeah,
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, I wouldn't.
I think we
I
explained
mean,
it
you
yesterday.
explained it to me one time, and I was
Yeah.
on several episodes.
Oh, so I'm
and
lying.
Well, I'm sure on one of those episodes it wasn't explained, but
Uh-huh.
you can explain
You
it.
can explain it. You know
I-
by now.
You explained it to me one episode, 5 episodes.
We'll just
ago.
make it up then.
Okay, so it starts with the silver subscription, right?
Yes.
Not bronze, because
Not
that
bronze.
would be a little
Bronze
bit
is everyone.
derogatory.
Everyone has the bronze
Everyone's got
subscription.
the bronze.
Unislisten.
Yeah.
But the silver package is $39?
No, $29.
$29.99 per month, and what it gets you is what? 5 minutes?
It gets you
before?
5
minutes.
minutes
before-
early.
Yeah, you get to listen to this podcast 5 minutes before it is usually released,
Mhm.
and you also get mailed rocks.
No, that is
Nope.
not yet.
That's not
yeah,
yet.
because the
Sorry.
silver because usually comes out at 8 a.m. on Tuesday.
Uh-huh.
If you pay $29.99 a month, you get it at $7.55.
I would
So,
think it's a good deal.
Yeah,
Yes,
it's a great.
it's a
And the
great deal.
rocks.
and
The-
well, the rocks. That is
Is
what
that the
we have the
gold?
gold. No,
The
the
gold?
gold. No, the gold doesn't. Gold just gets it 10 minutes early
Gold is 10 minutes early. Okay.
for $35.99. We reduced the price actually.
Oh, really?
We reduced the
That's great.
price.
That's great.
Hmm.
And
And
then
then the platinum.
the platinum.
Platinum is we ship in addition to being 15 minutes early.
Mhm. So 7:45.
Wow.
7:45
Yeah. It is
a.m.
a big
on
deal.
Tuesday. You also get shipped some rocks.
Mhm. Rocks
Wait,
in a box.
so
Is
what's
the-
silver? Or no, silver is every gold. What's the difference between gold and silver again?
Silver is 5 minutes early, and then gold is 10 minutes early.
Oh, okay.
So
Are the rocks monthly or is it just like a one time?
it's a one-time thing. We
rocks
just
in a
yeah,
box?
we pick out like some. Well, we don't pick them out because that's below
No,
us. We
yes.
have our
The interns.
our interns
Mhm.
to go pick out some rocks, put them in a box, and get shipped some rocks. And
Love that.
yeah, and for one of our platinum members will actually get a rocks box with not actual rocks, but a picture of rocks that we will sign.
Wow.
Whoa.
So
better.
yeah,
really the bang for your buck is just like
Honestly,
It's for only $59.99.
we should try to like just hike up the prices around the board, but include like a signed picture of the crew.
Yeah, or we sign it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, I think so.
I mean that adds some value. We could actually make. So even just talking about this fake subscription package on our Patreon.
For about
But if we actually
10.
wanted to make this, I feel like that could be a legitimate reward.
I think demand is like skyrocketing for this.
Demand
Yes.
is too high.
Actually, it's increased. Not. What is it? Are we at like 90 per episode now? 90,
We
90
are at
listeners?
dozens per episode.
Dozens.
Yeah.
Literally.
It's quite a
Literally
So
dozens
we
of
are going
us.
from dozens. We're now at about like Baker's dozens per episode.
Oh really?
So
I thought it
we
was
are-
much higher. Daniel told me it was much higher.
One day- Maybe we are. I don't know. He knows the stats.
Daniel knows the stats. He's the
Yeah.
producer. So
Oh, okay.
I thought it was in the 90s.
It's going up. It is going up. We
Okay.
do a lot of we go to like the Tech Green and like pass out flyers.
Oh,
pretty
really?
often. Yeah.
Okay.
And so we had got someone who said they'd come on. Religious Robbie said he would come on.
Ooh.
What religion is he?
He's Christian.
Everyone.
He's
Every
every he's every
religion.
he's every
That's why
religion.
he's religious.
That's why he's
Robbie.
Religious Robbie.
Wait. Who is it then?
I don't know who he is. He's just Religious Robbie. That's all he told
How do
us.
you, really?
Yeah.
That's sounds like an interesting.
Oh, he's like a
guess.
40-year-old guy. He seemed pretty credible. He seemed credible. I would believe he's Religious
Where'd you
Robbie.
meet him? Tech Green.
Yeah.
Was he just
4-year-old
there?
on Tech Green.
On Tech Green.
Okay,
So-
trustworthy.
Was he doing
Okay.
anything?
No, he was just walking past.
Oh, and you're like,
Mhm.
come be on the podcast.
Well,
You approach
we
a
just
40-year-old man and say, "Come be on my podcast."
well, we didn't
sir."
say that. That's not our starter. We just usually like fall down in front of him and then hand him a flyer. And
Yeah,
then,
do you actually do that? Because I mean, if people were to hand me stuff, I usually like put my headphones in and just stare
Deliberately,
straight so
yeah.
they don't.
Yeah.
I just pretend to be on the phone. I'm like,
Mhm.
That's what we do. That's usually what people do. Usually, people like pretend to fake a call,
Really?
and then I usually get on the other line and be like trying to talk to them, and it doesn't work.
I've never been from like a flyer's perspective. I've never like
Yeah,
given out
probably
flyers.
Done
Flyers
it
sucks.
once. It was kind of weird. I was with like a group of people from Rec Radio, and we were putting out flyers and stuff for college radio day, and I just sort of sat there and let other people do it
Mm-hmm.
because I just couldn't take the rejection.
This is preferred mode.
I find it
Yeah.
really fun.
So,
Is
that-
is there like a strategy? Like you have to maybe maintain eye contact for half a second, and that's when you know it's on.
No,
You
the
like-
strategy is usually they say something like so, like confusing and stupid that they're curious.
like before
do
you
go
hand
up
them the
like
flyer?
yeah,
You
no,
say-
like you hand them the flyer and you're like, hey, I drew this with crayon. Does it look pretty? And they're like, what is wrong with you? Like that's obviously printout.
Would
and then,
you like a monthly shipment of rocks?
Yes.
You could also include
One
that.
time.
There you go.
One-
One, a
Oh,
one-time
okay.
shipment. If we could make it no, that'd be too expensive.
No, what
There's
is
not enough
wrong?
rocks to
There's not
like.
enough rocks.
definitely
Yeah, we
run
usually
out.
take rocks from
Dozens
outside.
of rocks.
So
And part of the benefit of the rocks, speaking on that, is that you get to identify them, because you guys know rocks fall
Oh,
under
it's a
three,
mystery package.
It's a
three
mystery.
different types. There's like sedimentary, metamorphic.
Oh yeah,
and
I took
igneous.
an earth science class.
Yes.
Mhm.
So you guys know, and part of the fun of getting these rocks is identifying them.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
So
That's where all the fun is, because you get to look at the rock and be like, what kind of rock is this? And usually because we have like some Nobel Peace Prize winners and billionaires listening to this,
Mhm.
so it's usually them like having their team, like where did this rock come from?
Like if it's
What
the
kind of rock
lab.
is it? Yeah.
yeah.
So it is.
So it's a whole bunch of fun. So it rocks.
It rocks. It rocks.
Honestly.
Rocks in a box. Get your subscription today.
So I want to hear more about the flyer though.
The flyer.
What other techniques would you use?
Well, no, I actually do like fall in front of people. Like I have like about like
Actually?
10 in my hand. Yeah, and I just like walk in front of like a group
No
of people
way.
and just like trip and like throw them all up, and then they help pick up the flyers, and I'm like,
You
no,
just say,
you
"No,
you
you
can
can
just
keep
have you
them."
can keep that one. You can
and just
keep
don't
it.
accept it. If they try to hand
Yeah.
it back to you, be like, no.
That's usually what I do.
No way.
Uh,
Actually, because
yeah.
I'm imagining the scene in my head.
It wouldn't, would it,
I
yeah.
think it would work.
It does work. It works.
Yeah.
It
You've
works
done it
pretty well.
before?
I could
I did it like 5 times once. I like.
Oh,
Yeah,
does the next group of people like see you like tripping in front of them, and they're like, "Oh, this guy." He's
Yeah.
gonna trip
Well,
in
I
front
don't
of
do.
us."
I usually wait about like 10 minutes in between
Okay,
turns,
okay.
and then what else do I do? Sometimes I just say like a fake name, like I go like Esteban. Like it's been a while since our meeting
Do you
about.
actually do this?
Yeah.
You're such a good bullshitter. I can't tell.
Huh? I'm seriously. I
No,
do
this one actually sounds real. That's
no,
why.
this is what I do. I'd be like, hey, it's been a long time since we went bowling back in '98. How you been? And then he's like, what are you gonna give me? And I'm like, here's a flyer. So it works well.
It does.
Yeah.
Do you watch people with the flyers do they like crumple them up and throw them away immediately?
Yeah.
I try not to do that. I feel like it'd be
I
very
feel like it's
disheartening.
Out of seeing distance, I'd throw it away. But like,
I
I hold
just,
on
like-
to it and look at it for
Yeah.
a second, just to boost their spirits and encourage them. But maybe if the people, you know, passing out the rowing flyers, if they started doing that shit where
Ugh,
they like
rowing.
fell, and maybe I would have considered it more.
Mhm.
If they
Yeah.
called me Esteban.
Yeah, it
They
works.
you need to teach a flyer marketing.
I do.
class.
I'll have a flyer marketing class. I'll set that up tomorrow.
For platinum subscribers.
For the
only.
platinum, only
Platinum
platinum subscribers,
subscribers
and
get
the
a
gold
lot.
members can get the live stream.
Yeah.
Oh,
of the
okay.
lesson.
That's
But they
fair.
won't get the experience. Wow. That's. Does Daniel usually come?
Yeah, it's usually Daniel and I, and we usually just do something stupid.
Really.
Yeah.
Can you
Yeah.
include me in this next one? I'd
No.
do it.
I mean, you have to be a host.
Am I not a host?
You're a temporary host. You have to be like a permanent host. It's in the bylaws.
Ooh.
So, but you can.
Okay.
Okay.
I mean,
You can help. You can help teach the class.
I can help
Who has
teach
the class?
I mean, he's my mentor. He's taught me
Yeah.
all I know
I'm the mentor.
about flyer distribution. so-
hmm In the 5 minutes I've been talking.
Yes, in the
I
fire.
don't
No,
know.
that was interesting. I didn't know you did that.
It's just something I do once in a while.
Okay.
Just a hobby.
Underskilled on your resume.
Yes.
Passed out flyers. Can we put this on our resume? Do you think?
No. It'll make you look worse.
You think?
Yeah.
What if
Yes.
an employer listens to it?
They would not.
Uh-huh.
I was
if
gonna
it
be.
gets
She was
big-
gonna be on the podcast. She didn't even listen to it. I listened to half an
That's true, I
episode.
did
You
not
did, which one do you
listen
listen
to
to?
I listened to one with. I read the description. It was like hot girl Nadia or something.
Oh, the bike experience?
maybe.
Maybe
that
it's
one
Tanner
caught my
Nadia
eye.
fight?
I had downloaded one. Let me see which
Oh,
one.
really?
I listened to some of it.
Mhm.
Bonnie's Life Exposed.
Oh, you
That
listened to
one,
Bonnie's Life
Bonnie.
Exposed.
And then I listened to 2 minutes of that, and then I switched to Tanner and Nadia fight.
That was a good episode.
Okay.
That was our big that was our busiest episode.
Yeah, we had 5 people.
It was
Five
really
people
busy.
on, yeah.
Hopefully.
That's why I
Good.
listened to half of
What,
it.
what was your experience listening to the experience?
First of all, I was confused because I was trying to figure out who was who, what was your real name.
Mhm.
Um,
As happens often.
Mm-hmm.
Second, I did take notes, but it seemed legit. It seemed solid. I was just checking out the legitness.
Really?
Really.
What'd you think it was when we told you? these
I
things
thought
podcast?
I didn't know if you were being serious or not. I couldn't figure it out.
We can put it up on podcast.
Yeah, we
Oh.
pulled it up. We showed
Well, I
you.
don't really remember that, but I found your Instagram too, and it has 1 follower.
Now we have 3 followers now.
You do
Experience
Yeah.
podcast
I've got to
on
post
Instagram.
something for this. I
Ripple
forgot. I'll post them later.
the Experience Podcast. Oh, you do have 3 followers,
Instagram?
and you
Congrats.
posted a new thing too.
Yeah, I did. Let's
Really?
watch it. This was yesterday.
Is this a special episode?
Yeah, this is behind the scenes.
So this isn't a
Maybe
special
he's-
episode anymore.
No,
That's
that
the
was a
episode
special
before.
episode. That was podcast 19.
Why 19 is special?
Well, because usually like 20 is special,
Mhm.
but 19 like it feels like it's left out. Like, cause no one cares about like their 19th anniversary.
I see.
So it's like because like it's more like a pity,
it's-
just to like make the number feel better.
Okay,
So-
so this is a pity night.
It's a P19, but it was a big episode.
Huh.
But we gotta post them again, cause I gotta do that. Make our promote.
Instagram following. Yeah, we need to grow our social media channels
Yeah.
and our avenues. You need to hire a marketing intern.
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
We
In
don't
In
have a
addition
whole-
to the rest.
Yes,
Mhm.
but we don't have a whole lot of money or funding as.
No,
as
Spending it all on rocks, like I get
we
it.
are spending a lot on rocks
A
and
lot.
shipping. Rocks not cheap.
You would
So-
not believe how many platinum subscribers we have.
Mhm.
It's close to 1.
It's close.
It's close.
Almost secured it.
Almost one.
Yes. Wow.
Mhm.
Do you frequently have people you don't know on your podcast?
This is the first time.
Oh wow, so
Yeah.
interesting.
This is
Exciting.
usually it's people we know.
Have you met Peter before?
No, Daniel didn't know that.
Oh,
I had no clue who Peter
oh,
was.
okay, okay.
From band.
Yeah.
You're in band.
Yes, I know Peter.
Oh, you do band?
Yeah, I'm marching band.
Did you do like I saw like a bunch of people in band were doing the Stranger Things being like extras because they needed like marching band people.
Yeah. That was Saturday. That was yesterday. I didn't do it because I don't remember. I think someone in the band group chat posted that you'd have to drive there, and then they often like filmed until like 2 in
Mhm.
the morning, and it was like a pain in the ass or something like that.
I see.
So I was like, it's not worth it, even to be on Stranger Things season 3,
Mm-hmm.
personally. And I think they also were full on trumpets. Like they needed weirder instruments like piccolos. They already had all the brass and whatnot.
I see.
So That's why I'm not on Stranger Things season 3.
Yeah.
Wow, you just gave up your one chance at fame.
Yeah, you did.
I
You
could've-
you could have like worn an
could've been
Experience
the star.
Podcast
Oh my
shirt.
God.
Pull it down.
Uh-huh.
Put it in the background. You have this extra going crazy. and
Uh-huh,
the
QR
director's like,
code.
we can't use that cut.
escorted off the
Who is this
premises.
clown?
Mhm.
Okay, yeah. Or just have a. That's funny. A barcode shirt. We need merch.
We need merch.
That's why.
That's why we're not famous. Is because we don't have merch.
That is
Honestly,
it.
Yeah.
I'd buy a T-shirt.
You buy an Experience? Would you buy an Experience Podcast T-shirt
I mean, if it came with a rock.
if it came
If
with
it
a
came
rock?
It's
with
true.
a
The rocks
rock.
are key.
Yeah.
Do you remember? Did you ever watch like iCarly?
Yes.
I
They like the
did.
penny tees. You should have like rock tees. Like you remember the penny tees? Like they
Oh,
had
like
like
tape
pennies on
on,
the
yeah.
sleeves.
I don't remember that. How do you remember that? That was like a decade ago.
I have like very niche memory.
We'll have to do that. We'll have to have rock shirts.
Rock shirts.
We'll hot glue them on.
Or platinum subscriber. It rocks.
It rocks with an X instead of CKS because it's cheaper.
Yes. We save money.
Last letter.
Also, it's edgier.
It's
Yes,
edgier. And
way.
then we can have the QR code and rocks too.
Made of little rocks.
Made of, like little pebbles and like glue them on.
I think the QR code's on the back.
Yeah.
That intern really has like his work cut out for him.
Yeah, he'll be busy.
I mean, I've experienced creating T-shirts.
You do?
Honestly.
Want to be? Would you like to? I have an offer for you. And hear me out.
I'm interested.
We need someone for the Experience Podcast. What we want to do is we want to have T-shirts with rocks spelling out the Experience Podcast, and on the back, what we want to do is have a QR
for
code
the Experience Podcast.
in rocks. Would you be able to do that?
I'm thinking.
Okay.
If you printed a QR code
Mhm.
on a T-shirt, will it actually be scannable? I mean, you have to have high enough quality
Yeah.
to print it so that it's actually scannable, but that's expensive.
That is expensive.
I wonder. So I wonder if like conventional T-shirt
Mm-hmm.
makers would allow that. I don't
We
know.
just
Something-
like,
that's something an
an
engineer
URL
would figure
out.
out.
You could like type it in. Would that
Post
be
the
better?
entire URL
Uh-huh.
HTTPS.
Just wrapping around the shirt.
Yes.
That might be an
In like
aesthetic.
really small font too, so you have to like walk up close.
We need to put all our money in hiring like a professional designer.
Mm-hmm.
Like that makes it look like an actual good shirt.
Yeah.
And it becomes one of those like shirts that you see Justin Bieber wear or something
Yeah.
like
So
that.
it looks like a brand.
Yes, it looks like
Oh.
the Experience brand.
Experience brand. It's actually a podcast. And our logo is the QR code. So, is this a good idea?
Yeah.
Okay.
Would you guys buy
I
shirts
see no
Yeah.
flaws.
for the Experience
Yeah.
podcast? Just to say that you've been on the podcast.
Mm-hmm.
To say that I've been on the podcast, like a special T-shirt is like I was on the Experience
Oh, yeah.
podcast.
Oh,
we
Guys.
need those too.
I
We
would
don't
miss
have a
that.
whole lot
I
of money.
experienced the Experience podcast.
That's
I-
true.
Oh,
That would be
that's
good.
a good idea.
Wait, so do you call it a podcast? Do you call it a pod? Do you call it a cast?
We call it a podcast.
Podcast.
Okay.
Well, I think we gotta start calling it a cast for our younger audience. For our 6-year-old that listens.
We have a 6-year-old.
We have one 6-year-old that listens. Like theoretically,
Uh-huh.
it's sort of like Schrodinger's box. Like we just like we don't know if the 6-year-old is there or not. So like he's there.
Uh-huh.
Assume.
I thought it was an actual 6-year-old that we knew. That was like your brother, or your
I
cousin,
don't
or
know,
something.
brother. I thought
I
you
thought it
knew
was
him.
someone. I thought we actually had a 6-year-old. They told
No.
me I couldn't really like swear and stuff
Yeah, well,
because there was an
For
actual
the 6-year-old, because
6-year-old listening.
Even though you did,
I have swear.
so that 6-year-old is kind
sometimes.
of
So yeah, the
grown up
6-year-old.
now.
Uh huh.
But-
But I was convinced we actually did have a 6-year-old listener.
So we do and we don't.
We
Well-
do and we don't.
Okay.
It is Schrodinger's box though.
Yeah, Schrodinger's
Mhm.
box with a podcast. Yeah. So that's what we need to do. We need to have. What was I saying? What do we need to have?
T-shirts
We need to have T-shirts.
for people on the podcast and just like regular cool T-shirts that can get promoted easily.
Yes, that's an idea. How much do T-shirts cost?
Depends on how many you order.
If you buy in bulk, yeah.
We buy them bulk, so we could have like a ton of T-shirts, and we'll
And
give
just
them
pass
out,
out
at
T-shirts.
Tech Green.
But you know how expensive that is? I mean, everyone loves free stuff.
I mean, with that Blue Apron, like
We need
commission.
Oh,
an actual
we got that Blue Apron
before
sponsorship.
we could do the T-shirt idea.
Yeah, so that's money right there. That's what that's like a quarter of a T-shirt with the money we got from Blue Apron.
This is hard. How do you grow an audience? I'm sure there's actual like podcast about growing your podcast audience that
This-
we actually.
I was
need
gonna
to
say this is the
listen
only podcast that I've ever like listened to that talks about the podcast so much.
to. Oh, it's a meta
Yeah,
podcast.
it's a meta podcast.
It's just a stream of conscious podcast.
Yeah.
I think.
It's like a waterfall of conscious. Like it's not even a stream anymore. It's
It's
just
a
like
waterfall.
so in like nothing of your mind.
Uh huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, we talk a lot about nonsense
hmm
and stuff like that. What do you guys think of the experience so far?
Yeah. Is this a good experience? Okay.
Overall positive.
Yeah.
Do you think it's something that could be on WREK?
Yeah. Yeah, you are our in.
This was a networking opportunity.
Yeah, this is networking.
Because that's honestly one of my
Your dreams.
One of my dreams is to have like a podcast
a real
on
podcast.
WREK,
Mhm.
like at like a late night 3 a.m. on a Thursday night, like no one listening.
While
dead
people are in like
hour.
cookouts.
Well,
there's
people are
someone
in
there.
there. It's like, hey, listeners, and then I just start talking like that. It's just me.
Mhm.
Do you think I could do that possibly?
I think it might be possible because atmospherics are weird, and I don't know how many people listen to them.
Yes.
So we need to like talk to your manager and be like, no one likes atmospherics, but everyone likes the experience.
There's
We-
dozens
that-
of
We already have
listeners.
experience with
Yeah.
like, talking and being a radio personality.
True.
I think so. You think I can get promoted
Yeah.
really quickly to the station?
Yeah, we could be like, it could just be like a 5-minute convo. Just get like, we should have a 24-hour
We approach them,
episode.
what can you guys do for
Yeah.
us? We run a podcast. It's
Podcast.
pretty successful.
It's pretty big.
Is there like a manager?
Yeah. I would email
Is it a
them
student
first.
manager?
Yes.
Oh, okay. So it's not some big cat Hollywood
No.
executive who's gonna sign us.
No.
Sadly, no.
It's just some
Okay.
small cat.
A
Hollywood
small
executive.
cap
Mhm.
Atlanta executive.
Yeah, not Hollywood.
No.
So we'll do that. We can do. I think that's how we get famous. We'll do a live stream on YouTube of the podcast for 24 hours.
Okay. We could do that. I like that option.
Is that a good idea?
24 hours.
Yeah.
Just the two of you, or
Sure.
We might bring up some. We'll have switching in guests.
Rotating guests.
Rotating guests.
That could be a fun event.
Yeah.
Oh, 24-hour live stream
Uh huh.
on Twitch, you say?
I don't know. Both. We could do both YouTube and Twitch.
every
Okay.
live you can possibly do. Facebook, Instagram, Twitch,
Instagram
We
YouTube.
could do
Live.
everything.
Okay.
Instagram Live for our 3 followers.
different boom, boom. This, I mean, I like the idea of
Yeah.
it, but we currently don't have the viewership.
No, we also don't have the cameras,
We also don't have the cameras.
and that might be important.
Just line up iPhones.
I mean, we
should
could line
try.
up like phones and stream it like that.
Okay.
It's pretty easy to actually stream, but we just don't have the live audience participation that's kind of needed
Mhm.
in one of those things, unless we really got the word out. I
Yeah.
feel like that's that's an end of the year event
Yeah.
because at this rate we're projected to
We'll grow very rapidly.
grow very
Like
rapidly.
100,000 followers in like
100,000 followers
an hour.
an
That's
hour.
exponential.
Yes,
Mhm.
really.
Yeah, I think. I mean, we made 2 followers yesterday, and we were at 1 follower before.
Okay, so
You're
that's
all-
100%.
At this
100%
rate.
increase.
I'll increase.
Mhm.
I'll hit it.
Do some math.
Wow. And we follow back and like
Thank
back
you.
and.
That's a
comments.
400% increase.
That's
since
a 400.
yesterday.
So yeah, we're just extreme rise.
Look at this.
Mhm.
Thank you. But once we get the word out, I feel like the radio, like doing a radio show, doing like a podcast on WREK would be pretty fun,
Uh-huh.
right? If we showed them maybe like an example of the experience podcast.
How many people actually listen to WREK? Like, do you have stats on that?
I know how many people listen to my show online.
You do?
Wow.
Yes. About 40 in the evening and
Okay.
30 in the morning. But then I don't know how many people listen on the radio. We have to pay the FCC to find that out. And
Oh, really? That's too expensive.
yeah, we're not paying.
How does the FCC find that out?
They're in
Radio
charge
waves
of
and-
everything.
But like, I feel like a radio, like it's off the grid, isn't it?
FCC is the radio.
No.
But like, how? Like, if you turn on
Use-
your radio, like, how would they?
How would they know?
How would they know?
How do they? The government's watching.
The
us,
government's
man.
watching
It's your
us.
Big Brother.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not an engineer. I couldn't figure that
Do you guys have any like segments or anything?
out. We bring.
We
in-
have Dr. Tanner.
Yes.
We have Dr.
That's-
Tanner segment. We have. That's about it.
Yeah,
That's the only segment
we
we've
should
ever had.
bring in like segments and make like basically our Carly, but for WREK.
Oh yeah.
It's just like a bunch of random, like we bring in a
Yeah,
soundboard.
we like bring in like
Okay.
our best clip, like a best 5-minute
Yes.
clip from the episode,
Uh-huh.
and like send it in. It could be like an ad on WREK.
Yes. How do we advertise on WREK?
Yeah. Can we do that?
Yeah, you can do that. I don't know how to do that, but there's someone who's in charge of getting outside advertising. So yes.
So we could like do a clip and be like, if you want to hear more of this,
It's-
go to https :// yeah,
Give the whole thing out.
or just say like scan the QR code.
I like
Over
the
radio.
idea. I like the idea. If
Yeah.
we can really grow it, I feel like I have some good ideas to bring to the podcast, and I think you guys should
What
maybe.
good ideas do you have?
Well,
You gotta talk to the marketing department, man.
I got
We
some-
need a marketing.
Yes.
What do you guys think we should do? marketing wise?
Marketing wise,
Yeah.
I think just follow a bunch of people on Instagram, and then I guess the flyering, just like following with the flyers. That
Mhm.
seems like it's going pretty well. But
We are at like a dozen to a baker's dozen.
Is
So
it
must
actually?
be. Well, I don't know what it is.
I thought it was way higher.
It is. Well, it depends on what you're on. YouTube, we're not doing too high.
Oh, if you look
You're
on
on
YouTube,
YouTube?
We're on YouTube.
are you on like YouTube, Spotify?
We're not on Spotify. We're on Apple Podcasts. We're on Google Play. We're on podcast.com.
Mhm. That's
We
the
are
main
on-
one.
That's the main one. I think that's it.
On YouTube, what is the image?
It's,
It's
our
just
logo,
the logo, the
Yeah.
one right there.
which
Mhm.
our host Denial
Dan.
made.
Daniel.
That
Amazing.
looks very
Mhm.
professional.
Isn't it?
Yeah, we're not very experienced graphic
No, we
It's,
need-
designers.
it's styled minimalism.
Yes.
That's what it is.
Okay.
That's what you
That's
tell
what we're
people.
going for.
Yes.
That's our logo.
Mhm.
It's styled minimalism.
Mhm. But I was thinking I think we have to do like something. That's not good. Technical difficulties here.
Uh-oh. No, it's going to dip slate. Oh shit. Oh god.
Okay, we gotta.
I don't know what happened.
So you just went into REM.
Input.
So you just went into REM to sleep.
Okay, we'll be back.
Oh please
And
God.
we're live.
It's still breathing.
You still
It
breathing?
says the computer's still on.
Alright, we're good.
Okay, we're still good.
Yeah.
We're good.
Cool.
Crisis averted. The TV
Yeah.
just turned off. Now it's back on. Okay. Wow.
That
was kinda scary,
That was
honestly.
a spooky one.
What
We
do you think
almost
was gonna
lost.
happen?
46 minutes. Like it wouldn't have saved this sound bit. I thought the whole the computer was going to sleep.
That was
Close.
close. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. So next semester, I'm thinking about joining WRK. Maybe
Okay.
you could join as well, and we could have a little maybe segment or something like that. Late night, 3 a.m. Because I feel like that's probably the easiest to get,
Probably.
and I think that would be pretty fun.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Let's do it.
Okay.
You'd
Yeah,
have
you'll
to-
see us. You'll see us next.
Is it
semester.
is it possible to get a segment like your first semester in,
No, you have to train your first semester.
the entire first semester?
Yes.
even if you like say please? Like
Yes.
it's,
Really?
Yes.
Oh man. What if we show them that we have experience
yeah.
with
We can show 'em, like the
recording? We set this whole thing up. It was.
Yeah.
Wow.
So
Okay.
do you get trained to run the actual like station, like turning knobs and like pushing levers, or
Basically, yeah.
is it actually that?
There's a lot of buttons that you have to push. and
Really?
sliders and stuff.
Wow, sliders.
How do you get trained? So how do you get trained? I didn't know they made you actually press buttons. I thought it was like 24/7 like live stream, and they just have it on play.
They do have that for if there's nobody in the studio. It like they have stuff that automatically plays. But if you're there, you have to like mix the sound and like choose which CD is gonna play.
CD.
Because we have like physical CDs.
Really?
Yeah, we have records too.
I miss
Really?
CDs.
Yeah, I like to burn CDs. I used to do that all the time
Really?
in high school.
I remember I bought. Do you remember when Lana Del Rey's first album came out? Oh my god!
Yes.
I made my mom drive me to Target. I was 12. I made her drive me to Target. I bought the CD, and on the way home, she's like, "Oh, pop it in, and we can give it a listen." It goes in like it's like songs about like old men and like cocaine,
course.
and my mom's face, she was just like so upset.
Mm-hmm.
I do remember big CD releases. They're always super exciting. You had to get the deluxe one of
Yes,
everything.
and you would open up like the paper part at the front and like look at all the lyrics and like all
Yeah.
that. I miss that era.
Good times.
Hmm.
I never had CDs.
No?
I was never a CD. Well, because I never bought music, so it was all like just going on YouTube and then like going to YouTube.mp3.com.
Yes, that's what I
and
did
then, like
too.
converting it.
Oh.
And then,
I mean,
Yeah.
I was too. I wasn't like hardcore enough. I just paid my $1.29 and went
Mhm.
on.
wow,
Sure.
yeah.
Remember when Tumblr, someone posted that if you hit F12 on any music thing, then you go to the files, you could like find the MP3 file and just save it from there. But they've changed it since then. I tried recently, just like for old memes. But yeah, it is no longer there.
do you ever put like any like just like go rogue and like play just some like wild songs on your radio station, or just like you keep it pretty?
I guess at nighttime I can play really whatever I want because I have a specialty show.
Mm-hmm.
So I have like free reign over what we play, just as long as it's like within the genre of the show, which is cool. But then in the morning, it's classic music, like classical music, and I never.
Yeah.
It would feel weird playing weird music during classical music
Tekashi
hour.
69. Yeah.
Just really throw off the entire vibe.
What do you play during the night show?
It is girl rock.
Oh.
Girl rock, like girl, like GRL, like the band, or
No, like GRI. I already forgot how to spell.
GRIL, grill rock.
Yes.
Mhm.
It's like a
Grill rock.
Yes.
I'm
Yes.
a real grill, and here's my rock band.
girl
Really?
girls.
It's really good.
Yes.
It's really good.
So, what time is your show,
It
and
is-
when is it for the listeners?
For the
Oh,
listeners,
plug.
Sure.
Personal
Tuesdays
plug.
at 7 p.m.
Tuesdays at 7 p.m.
91.1 FM.
When's
Yeah.
the surf rock show?
I have no idea.
That's honestly my favorite show on the station. It's no wait, I remember. It's well, 2 years ago it was after 9 p.m. It was at 9 p.m. on like Monday and Wednesday. I remember that because I had marching band practice on Monday and Wednesday of senior year of high school,
Mhm.
and it would always end at 9. And I'd turn on the radio station and drive home, and I'd feel like a badass listening to like. It's sorry.
Yeah.
I mean.
Now I'm
just-
picturing it right now. I can
like surf rock would be like, yeah, getting pumped at like 9 o'clock in the evening when I
Mhm.
should be going home and doing homework. I don't know. It always brightened my day, even though it's the end of my day.
Love that.
Yeah.
I feel like
So-
radio's like coming back. Like everyone has a podcast now.
It's true.
It is true.
Podcasts are in.
Mhm.
Exactly.
Podcasts.
Podcasts
Podcasts are in.
Having a podcast
Yeah.
makes you cool. It's a personality
I think
trait.
it is.
It's like if you introduce yourself. Can I say like that is my one fun fact? Like
Yeah.
I'm on a podcast.
That's how you're marketing
pretty,
now.
pretty frequently. Hi, my name is Tanner. I'm a second-year industrial engineer, and
Uh-huh.
I'm on a podcast.
You have a podcast.
Oh, it's like your elevator pitch at Career Fair.
Yeah.
I'm
Should
on a
definitely
podcast.
say that.
Yeah, it's no big deal.
It's
Dozens
like
of listeners.
Baker's dozens of
Baker
listeners.
does.
Baker's dozens of
dozens
listeners.
of
It's like
listeners.
being like the professional like level of a SoundCloud rapper. Because like you have a podcast, like wow,
It's like is it a step up?
it's a step
from-
up. I would say because if you tell people you're a SoundCloud rapper,
I mean, if you say SoundCloud artist.
SoundCloud
that usually
artist.
means you don't have a really big following.
Mhm.
Kind of like us, but we're like a SoundCloud artist, but of like podcast. I think, as in, we don't have a huge following, but we still try.
I got you a new listener.
really.
We did, yeah.
I just sent someone. I was like, I'm on a podcast now.
On a
And they're like,
podcast.
where can I listen?
Mhm.
Well, it's not live, so unfortunately, I can't listen until
Well,
Next Tuesday.
we'll say, where can I
Yeah.
subscribe?
Yes.
They're gonna
Where can they
subscribe.
subscribe?
Okay,
Mhm.
Apple, you know,
Apple.com
iTunes. Is it iTunes? iTunes Store?
iTunes.com.
Or isn't there a podcast app?
There's a
Like
podcast
s-
app.
separate podcast
Mhm.
app. Google Play.
Google
You can
Play.
tell them all these avenues.
Yeah,
of
every single one.
podcasts.
Tell them.
Make sure they
YouTube,
listen frequently. too.
Podcast.com.
Yeah.
Mhm.
We
YouTube,
really need to get the
podcast.com.
word out. So if you guys could share with your friends and show them this podcast.
Or not. You don't have to.
It's a free country. Yeah, it is a free country, so
Yeah.
we can't force you to do anything. But it would help us a lot.
Uh-huh.
I think what we need to do, we need to like get like 5-minute segments
I think
of just like
solid.
of just like the best
funny
stuff.
sound clips. Like
Yeah,
the-
of each
the-
episode.
I mean, listening back to the Dr. Tanner segment,
That was
it
a-
wasn't that funny.
What
Recording
is Dr. Tanner?
Dr.
You
just
saying a
mentioned
bunch
it and
of-
then it
Yeah,
turned
I
into
was
something else.
just saying a bunch of nonsense about.
Well, you were
like-
giving. Should we demonstrate the
measuring-
bonus skin score?
No, it's
You
just,
don't want to demonstrate the bonus skin score?
Yeah, no, I don't. It's kind
Okay.
of
Well,
embarrassing.
he made up like
Your
the,
stream of conscious. I'm like, well, you can measure the your skin, like just trying to be like in points, and just the toughness of skin. I don't really know. I was like, just kind of blabbering and
it was decent. A decent content.
I think we were all trying to like stifle laughter. It was honestly really funny in the moment, but then I
Mhm.
listened back on it and I don't know. I don't think people got it because they weren't there in the. I think it'd be funner if you were there in
Yeah.
the room,
Mhm.
Which is why we need the camera.
which is why we need a camera. Yes.
So I'll bring my DSI next podcast and record. And we good.
Okay. Any closing remarks?
Any closing remarks? Shout outs?
Shout
Shout
outs.
outs.
Any more sponsors?
Shout out your Instagram page if you want.
My Instagram page? Okay, a little plug. Follow me, Macy W. Wade, on Instagram. I'm trying to up my ratio.
Respectable. And Alex is doing okay. That is OK, not OKAY.
I love that.
Yeah, it's my brand. on every
That's your
social
friend Alex is
media.
doing okay.
Every social media.
That should be, if you had a podcast, that'd be a good podcast.
I
name.
own a bracelet, actually. Doing okay.
Oh, yeah. Oh, plug
Okay.
Bitchin' Bracelets.
Yes, bitchin'
Bitchin'
bracelets,
bracelets.
on Instagram. My
Do you
friend-
make?
Yes.
Okay.
No, my friend, she makes beaded bracelets with little words and phrases on them.
What does
Super
it say?
cool.
High bitch energy.
Dumb bitch energy.
Dumb bitch
Wow.
energy.
I have
I
one
need
coming. It
that.
says choke me on the choker.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Huh.
I need that.
Okay.
Get
Well-
delicious.
Yeah, I'll get delicious. I'll run with
Perfect.
that.
Well, I'm gonna end it here.
That's the
All right.
podcast.